game's hype. Ubisoft. This game's graphical downgrade across all systems. A telltale sign that you're trying too hard to let everyone know that this is a cyberpunk game is to have all these glitch filters pop up on screen. Subtlety is certainly not your specialty. Shoulder bump character introduction. Aiden Pierce. What a shit character. It's been a while since I played a game where I wanted the protagonist to die within the first 30 minutes of playing it. Congratulations on taking that title, asshole.
Okay, I'm in the lobby of the Merlot.
So let me get this straight. You're standing in the lobby of the place you're trying to hack. Do you even know how to hack, bro?
I'm hacking in.
In this game, hacking can be done with a simple button press. It's not as difficult as you might think.
Look at that. Secrets and lies floating in a cloud of data.
Unnecessary exposition.
You got a nasty security system.
Something you could have easily confirmed before you started this job. You know, since you're a hacker.
How much we got?
100 grand in 30 seconds.
Then you suck at hacking. I knew somebody who hacked $80 million in the same amount of time. You get no bragging rights, buddy.
We are the modern day magicians, siphoning bank accounts out of thin air.
Last time I checked, computer hacking did not require the use of magic. Magicians, you are certainly not.
I think someone else is hacking in. Let's take a peek.
Let's not.
Stick to the plan, Damien.
Siphon the accounts and get out.
Adventure, my boy. Have faith in your mentor.
Ah, the old character making things needlessly complicated for the sake of adventure trope. That one never fails to annoy me. Ah, sonar hacking. Apparently some people still think this is a good idea. It is not. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just gonna flee the scene. That's not gonna raise any suspicion at all. All the more reason why you shouldn't have been there in the first place. Ah, more glitches. Oh wait, that's just not so subtle foreshadowing for the actual game. Wait a minute, is this a dead relative for motivation cliche I'm witnessing?
Who gave the order?
Wait a minute, this is supposedly 11 months later and you're just now finding the guy who killed your niece? Your hacking skills are abysmal, mate.
These guys, I heard stories, man, they're like nothing you ever seen before.
Hyping up villains to be more than what they actually are. I'm annoyed that people are still trying to pull that shit off.
I can't keep running. I can't do it. That fucking Aiden Pierce. I killed his niece. He won't stop chasing me.
Video game cliche number 32. In times of turmoil, people somehow make time to record their thoughts and feelings in an audio diary and leave it around for anybody to pick up and listen to. Yes, people, leaving the room is an actual objective.
Where the hell you been?
What? He's talking to me.
I see that Jordy possesses the power ring of teleportation. No hacks required.
Give me my bullets.
I tossed him. What? You said you'd kill him otherwise.
Why would you threaten him with a gun that has an empty clip if you were just gonna kill him anyway? What kind of scrub wears a baseball cap with his logo on it? Well, a shitlord like Aiden Pierce, of course.
We got a bunch of dead bodies, right? We got 40,000 people above us. We need a distraction. I called the cops.
You did.
Oh, yeah, true story. So, cops arrive, and Maurice's little band of brothers arrive, and pow, 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 pow.
Or you could just, sneak out and escape, since nobody is aware of the little shenanigans you guys have just pulled. Thank you for making things needlessly complicated, Jordy. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the only thing that makes this game tolerable. Hacking through line of sight. When you have a bullshit game mechanic like this as your only real draw, you know you done goofed yourself. Unnecessary crafting, because of course they would have that in an open world game. It's standard procedure these days.
The police are about to lock this whole place down. I'm stuck unless we create a major distraction.
I know, right? It's as if Jordy should have never gone along with his stupid plan of calling the cops. Payphones? Really? The wanted system. Hey, they had to steal something from Grand Theft Auto, right? The driving in this game is some of the worst I've seen in quite some time. So much so that it's worth 10 cents on its own.
Yeah, but I've never felt anything. I just don't care. It's like, I know I'm supposed to feel sad, but I just don't. I don't even feel bad that I don't feel sad. There's just nothing. It's like a blank emotion.
Intercepted audio inadvertently perfectly describes this game.
Why are you sitting here? He's coming, right? Not like last time. Jackson, I did invite him.
You know, when I'm a hacker vigilante who almost got himself and his family killed by the mob, I'd like to keep tabs on said family. You know, just in case the mob tries to kill me again. Also, I'm glad to see that Jax and Nikki like to play the pronoun game. I mean, clearly they're talking about Aiden, but still.
Honey, your uncle's a different kind of person.
I believe what you meant to say was colossal douchebag, because that's what he is. Maybe I'm just crazy here, but why does Aiden seem more upset about Lena's death than her own mother? his sister? This utterly pointless progression system. You are not an RPG? Stop acting like you are an RPG. Flashback within a dream cliche. Also, same flashback that we saw at the beginning of the game. Redundancy is redundant. This tombstone has the decency of engraving Lena's age on it, just in case you couldn't do simple math.
I'm sick of remembering her that way. It's never a dream of her tiny face pressing the window when she knows I was coming over.
Aiden's inner monologues. Get used to them, people, for they will be the annoying driving force of exposition throughout this game. In addition to hacking, Aiden can also use his phone to detect and prevent potential crimes from happening. This is some straight up Minority Report precog shit right here. Here's the difference though. It actually made sense in that movie.
10. No, I think you're 9. I'm 10. 9. 10. 9. 10.
Nikki, do you seriously not know the age of your own son?
I just need to make sure that things are different.
Things are different.
Yes, Nikki, I lived a life of crime, hacked into bank accounts, and pissed off the wrong people. So I'm going to avenge Lena's death by continuing to live a life of crime, hack into bank accounts, and piss off the wrong people. Yep. Things are very different.
You missed all the fun. The kids were playing vigilante, imitating that guy they keep talking about on TV.
It's kind of amazing that Nikki doesn't realize that the vigilante they keep talking about on TV is her own brother. Especially later on when they actually plaster his face and his name all over the billboards.
Remember when you and Mom were both sick as dogs, but Dad insisted his boy was going to have his birthday cake?
Skip! Rabbids. Really? The developer narcissism is strong with this one. And here we have the chase after your enemies and find a way to incapacitate them sequence. Hey, guess they had to take something else from Grand Theft Auto, right?
Stop being a hero, Aiden. Let it go.
Let what? Yeah, the call's breaking up. I can't hear you.
No, you can hear me perfectly. You need to stop right now.
Yeah, hello? You still there? Can't hear you.
I don't know what's more sinful, the fact that Aiden continues to prove what a douchebag he is, or the fact that the developers thought that including these lines of dialogue would make him seem like a cool hip badass. Sinful either way. You cannot weaken somebody and cripple them. You either shoot them dead or let them live. I would have appreciated a little detail like that, but that would be asking too much. Zero out of 10. Needs more cyberpunk themed music.
If CTOS doubles their guards, I better double my weapons.
Or you could just use your hacking knowledge to the best of your abilities and find new ways to use the environment to your advantage. You know, kind of like how Watch Dogs was promised to us all those years ago. Doing this makes you feel like any other generic third-person shooter, and I am not okay with that. Well, it's not an open-world Ubisoft game without tower region unlocks. You keep sticking to that formula, fellas. I'm sure it'll die out someday. Well, here's a failure of game design. The police are searching for me, even though I'm not currently committing any sort of crime. Artificial annoyance? I detect indeed.
You got a car, this thing's shot to hell.
No. My rule's your car. That's the job.
Yeah, but wouldn't driving a car that's riddled with bullet holes raise just a little bit of suspicion, even though you are driving at night? Of course, that's just my common sense speaking. Hey look, it's evil Bernie Sanders.
Here's how the world turns. Not much room for fuck-ups.
Some advice that every AAA developer and publisher in this gaming industry could use. Oh, I'm sorry, did I offend you? Grow a spine, you pussy bitches.
Get a chance to talk to your mama? Call your friends? Your girl?
Villain cliche number 15. Asking the victim if they've contacted any loved ones to say their goodbyes before they get murdered. Also, Lucky Quinn murders with an assassin's blade. I was wondering when the blatant Assassin's Creed references were going to kick in. What a waste of ammo.
Lucky fucking Quinn. He runs the Chicago South Club. These assholes have been preying on Chicago since before I was born. I could have done the city a huge favor if I put one between his eyes.
But I decided not to because the plot demands it. Edgy female hacker cliche.
You don't look 17.
This is what every sexual predator says before they commence the rape. I'm a little disturbed that nobody on the dev team listened to this and thought to themselves, wait a minute, that sounds a little creepy. We probably shouldn't have our protagonist say it.
Someone is fucking with my life. Threatening my family.
Well, that couldn't possibly be due to the fact that you continue to piss off the wrong people to try to avenge your niece's death, despite your own sister pleading with you multiple times not to.
And at the same moment, the mysterious bad boy wants to meet me, and he is a she. He is a lie.
So, asking if she's 17, being belligerent, making unwanted physical contact. Remind me why I should care about you again?
I need to trust you, Clara.
I wouldn't trust me if I were you.
Not so subtle foreshadowing.
This is powerful. Just don't be stupid. You screw around and you get people hurt. Worst.
Well, hate to break it to you, Clara, but he's already done that. This advice is pointless. The Eye of Providence. Come on, guys. I am severely disappointed that this game does not give you special rewards if you manage to successfully complete a mission using only non-lethal methods. But hey, Ubisoft.
Cops are scanning me. I can't get clear fast enough. Does DedSec know a way to jam their scans?
Wait, I think we do. Here it is. I'm sending it to you.
I'm calling bullshit on that because I acquired the jam comms long before this mission ever started. I am way ahead of you, game.
I hope you don't mind the games. Wanted to see if you'd lost your edge.
Nah, I think you just wanted to pad the playtime of the game. All filler, no thriller. This is just a personal gripe of mine, but I can't stand games where no matter what vehicle you drive or how fast you're driving, your enemies always seem to catch up to you. And it's really annoying. I see that Watch Dogs is no different.
Tell me you miss me.
You had that punk call my sister.
What a waste of champagne.
I want my partner back. Me at the computer, you in the field doing the manly work.
You mean doing all the unnecessary distracting? Jesus, does anybody in this game understand the concept of hacking?
The Merlot.
The Merlot? Mm-hmm. The Merlot was your fuck-up.
Bullshit. You bailed on a perfectly good scheme.
Wrong. The game made it perfectly clear that somebody else was hacking in, which means disrupting your perfectly good scheme.
You got nothing I need.
There was another hacker. There was a second hacker. And I know how to find him.
And that may be, Damien. But you can't do it on your own. You need me. Your big problem is I don't need you.
Wrong, jackass. You do. Remember, it took you 11 months just to find the shooter Maurice, and you want to continue down this rabbit hole to find the people who hired him. And now you have the perfect opportunity to find a lead after hitting all of these dead ends, and you're gonna refuse it?
I used to look up to Damien. Taught me how to ferret out weak code and exploit it. I need to know what he's got on the Merlot.
Well, he gave you the perfect opportunity for a lead, and you inexplicably turned him down. Now we're gonna have to suffer through a completely pointless prison break-in mission to pad the game's length. Good job, you dumbass. Really, Ubisoft? You're gonna reference Cold Fear? Does anybody but me actually remember that game? Press triangle to pay your respects.
Aiden, I know what you're doing. I know you're chasing after the people that did this. And you do that, you put us all in danger again.
You are not in danger. Because I protect you.
Liar.
Do you hear yourself? Aiden, why can't you stop?
Because
the plot demands it.
We're in the midst of solutions here, Pierce. You don't appreciate what I do for you. You don't realize how much I take care of you, do you?
I agree. Starting to wish that Jordy was the main character of this game. Would have been far less of a bore to get through.
Oh, you remember the stiff from the stadium? He's not so stiff anymore. The cops got him in Chicago lockup, and he's about to walk into an interrogation and point a finger right at you.
Remind me again why this is such a big deal when Aiden's name and face are already plastered on billboards across the city?
They'll come after my family.
Ah, the F word. You're too sentimental, Pierce. That's a weakness. Somebody's gonna play that against you someday.
But haven't they done that already? Isn't that the whole reason why Lena's dead? I'm just gonna pick up this loaded gun.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
And drop it within his crawling distance.
Angelo Tucci. This guy's leading the prison transfer for my witness.
Just in case you forgot what the hell this mission was all about.
Pierce. Aiden.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that. Also, Joe Smith? Jesus, you might as well have picked John Doe. Forced fight sequences. I'm gonna automatically send anybody who has this many tattoos on their face.
So you're in here for 60 days.
Whoa, wait a minute. This guy who was implicated in multiple deaths at the stadium only gets 60 days in jail? Wow, the justice system is more broken than I thought.
Damien bragged about a second hacker. Someone else inside the Merlot. Need to find out what Damien knows.
Oh, now you want to find out Damien's lead. Thanks for wasting 30 minutes, game. What the hell is the point of this reputation meter? It doesn't change how people react to you, and later on, even if you have a good reputation, the people still call the cops on you because the game demands it. It doesn't change the outcome of the game. It is essentially useless.
Yeah. Nikki,
Where are you?
Ah, I was wondering when Aiden was going to channel his inner Christian Bale Batman. He practically is a poor man's Batman.
This isn't how I wanted it. But this is where we are. If you'd listened to me, things would be different.
Exactly, but Ubisoft is hell-bent on making Aiden the brooding, unlikable asshole, and we're supposed to sympathize with that. Jax has a discount 3DS here, has a tablet here.
This is important. Back at the house, did you hear those men say anything? Come on, Jax, talk to me.
The traumatized silent child character.
You people know money like it was Rushmore. South Club, the pub, banging the bucks. Viceroys be coming, who gives a fuck? Rossi, yes. Yo, Park Square, these bitches. Latino people coming, he hitting switches, stitches. They getting stitches. Back up on my loose now.
I'm the head gamer in charge, I'm watching you move, and when you make another mistake, I'll make sure you lose. Ha! Gotta love this, cause I expose your facade. Your little arms is too small to hotbox with God. Sarcasm aside, come bounce with me. If you fight for the truth, then I'll set you free. It's like ashes to ashes and dust to dust. I might be blacklisted, but I don't really give a fuck. So who do you trust? They're just not honest enough. When this industry collapses, you will get stuffed. Bitch, please, you must have a mental disease. Assume the position and get back down on your knees. What up? 4 out of 10. Try harder. Why won't you climb up the goddamn platform?
I'm going in for a hit.
I'm sure glad that my enemies are dumb enough to let me know when they're attacking so that I know how to counter them. Also, stupid AI.
See, I don't think he knows about this. He would have bragged, I know him.
Who would have bragged?
She might be a lead. Or not. Gotta stay a step ahead of him.
I see that Aiden is fond of the pronoun game.
Motel sign.
Regenerative health. Also, no modern game is complete without the obligatory defend your position segment.
I'm scared, Aiden.
I know you are, and I'm getting you out.
So much for protecting your sister, right?
Just lost everything. My hard drives, my network access.
So, you didn't back up anything on the cloud, portable hard drive, SD card, USB drive, data disks, a personal server, and you call yourself a hacker. You fucking amateur.
That's why I wanted to see you. DedSec says that someone else has the system hacked. I took it, and I gave it to you.
Now, hold on. I didn't give it to anyone. I wouldn't.
We need to trust each other.
You know what? I don't have time to soothe you, Clara. If you don't trust me, there's nothing I can do.
Well, judging by what you just told her, you haven't given her a reason to trust you. So if it weren't for the plot, you'd be another ally short.
Do you know this place? Somewhere near here. It's supposed to be the first test site for CTOS. It is known as the Bunker.
The bunker? What, with access to the entire city?
Undetected access.
So you mean to tell me that Bloom, the corporation that created CTOS, doesn't recognize this obvious hole in their network? Especially considering later on we find out that the bunker belongs to one of the software engineers who designed CTOS? Forced walking segments.
You really want this place to be real, don't you?
It is real.
So you're buying into the legend.
As someone who's lost all of his information and equipment, you are really not one to talk. Suddenly, I'm getting Far Cry 3 flashbacks. Oh, that's cute. They thought this slow motion trick was going to make the shot look cool. They are wrong.
No power to the bunker. They cut it. There's no power, do you get it? Might as well call that place a tomb.
Tobias says this, yet later on, all we have to do is turn on a few generators and boom, bunker reactivated. The way he worded it, he implied that Bloom itself had control of the power to the bunker, when in fact, they don't even know the bunker exists.
Tobias. May I have the bridge remote? Please?
Yeah, you take it.
That was easy.
For some reason, you can't hack the environment and use it to your advantage when you're on a criminal convoy mission. Believe me, I tried.
One down, 2 to go.
Video game cliche number 7. Collect 3 components of anything, or in this case, activate 3 generators to progress to the next objective. Well, I'll be goddamned if this bunker isn't a discount Batcave. Why do you need to go to more districts to connect to CTOS if the bunker already gives you full access to the entire city? Payphones and now boomboxes? Jesus, do these motherfuckers know what year it is? Video game cliche number 6, destroy 3 of anything to progress to the next objective.
Motherfuckers always ready for the showdown. Guns blazing, let's see who's the first to go down. Never in a good mood, never been a good dude. Never looked nice like a clown with a knife. Haters turn to memories, money to infinity. I'm willing to die if it means I'll kill my enemies. Got no time for them bitches at the bottom. Them boys with the tools, man, you know that we got them. Chicago, stand up, put your hands up. If them fools coming through, then you better man up. You talking tops inspired, your rhymes are retired. If you really want to live, then you better call me sire, yeah.
Much better rhymes. Never thought I'd take off Sins for this game, but I think it earned it.
I'm not scared. No one asked me to stay.
Well, no one asked you to leave.
You'll need to do better than that.
I could use some help. I could use your help.
I do not have the time or patience to deal with your bullshit romantic subplot, so would you kindly fuck off? Ubisoft's self-indulgence backfires when they reference a game that is far better than this one. Also, is that an arcade game titled Game? How creative. Bubble Vest.
Fucking leprechaun can suck my lucky charm.
Wah, wah.
Weasel!
Villain hurting or killing one of his henchmen to prove how evil he is cliche. Yes, people, driving better off-road is actually one of the skill points for you to unlock. Bedbug is a bootleg Notorious B.I.G.
Hey. Oh, what is that? Come around back and find out.
That is a cleverly disguised, you gotta take a look at this cliche.
No, I need some help. I was hoping you could involve these guys in a gangland shooting of some sort. I got a few loose ends I need to tie up, and you know, you do owe me those favors.
I don't owe you anything.
I would highly disagree with that. So far, Jordy has answered every single one of your beckon calls and has helped you a lot more than you're paying him. So yeah, you do owe him favors.
I am driving this beast of a muscle car right out of the 70s. You know when an automobile accident was still called a fucking car crash?
Pretty sure it's still called a car crash. Don't know what kind of PC pussies you've been around. Jordy waltzes off screen and then completely disappears from the game. Man, you know you fucked up if you have to play some Wu-Tang Clan to keep my interest.
Hey! Yeah, looky, check my cookie! Woo!
Any Europeans?
Nicholas Crispin, 32 years old, expat American, hasn't been back in 12 years.
Why the hell would Lucky Quinn invite somebody to a private auction who hasn't been back in the city for 12 years, and then not know what the hell he looks like?
The Poppy Special.
Very good, Mr. Crispin.
Nobody checks for his identification.
We'll hang on to any weapons.
When you lose one weapon, you lose all weapons. Well, hello there, woman I met at the beginning of the game. We meet again. How convenient.
Security's gonna be tight and it won't be long before someone reports my mess at the car dealers.
Yeah, but that happened like a day ago. How has it not already been reported?
Experience has taught me not to be manipulated.
Funny, I said the same thing years ago about this entire gaming industry.
I don't detect an accent, Mr. Crispin.
Ah, so only now do you realize that Aiden is not Mr. Crispin. Good job on not being manipulated. So, how exactly was Aiden supposed to get Poppy to safety when she is still stuck in this auction and everybody now realizes that Aiden is not Mr. Crispin?
We really should involve the police if you can't find him.
It's going to be fine.
But it's gonna be okay when it's really not cliche. So, a defend your position segment after I've just gone through an eliminate all enemies segment. Jesus, game, do you love being redundant? How the hell did Jax manage to trail this racing van here, sneak into this building full of heavily armed men, and manage to stay hidden until Aiden arrived? This boy defies even video game logic.
There's so much I wish I could explain to you.
But that would require me to become a good character, which I am not.
I'm like the healer.
Wrong, Jax, because healers are actually useful, which you are not. You are more like a plot device that drives this already tedious story.
Except that's just a game.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Hey, first-person point of view of critical plot moments.
Hey, don't you lie to me! No. Don't you fucking lie to my face! This how you repay me for taking you in! Come on, cuz, I love we family! You know it wasn't me! He made me do it! What the fuck? He's real close! No, don't drop me, cuz! Don't drop me!
Hey, this thing still work?
Bedbug, you're alive.
Bedbug survives this. I mean, I'm happy and all, but I saw Iraq beat somebody to death with a briefcase just for being a smartass. And Iraq himself said he would always choose business over Bedbug.
It costed me business. And who do you think's gonna win between you and business?
So, not only does he let Bedbug live, he also lets him go and gives him crucial information that he'll pass on to Adam to help him with his investigation. Guess blood really is thicker than water.
If I can get this information, can you decrypt it?
No, it's way beyond my skill.
Then who then?
Raymond Kenny. It has to be him. He was a software engineer hired for the CTO startup. He created the encryption. The creator always have a backdoor.
Ah, yes, the software engineer who helped design CTOS and possibly the person who built this very bunker you're operating from. And you're only now thinking about reaching out to him and asking him for help?
Why is he doing this? He's an assassin, Dad. Well, I mean, why is he talking to the guy he just killed? It's a confession? Well, that's just dumb.
If Ubisoft gets any more drunk on their own self-indulgence, they're going to slip into a coma. Retrieving data should not take this long. This is just used as an excuse to have yet another defend your position segment of the game. As someone who once visited Chicago, I can tell you this does not look like Chicago. This looks more like the outskirts of Payson, Arizona. Random spawning enemies. Discount Rob Zombie. Quick time event drinking minigame.
The bunker's been making noise.
What kind of noise?
It's online. Some people have noticed.
Wait a minute, didn't you say earlier that the bunker would have undetected access to the entire city?
The bunker? What, with access to the entire city?
Undetected access.
I can only speak for myself, but fuck this mission to hell. You are leaving the mission area is a failure of game design.
Listen, I'm coding a dirty little virus to erase me from their system.
Wait a minute, why are you just now doing that? Didn't you say earlier that ever since Bloom fired you, you've been looking for a way to get back in?
Ever since them bastards terminated me, I've been trying to find a way back in.
So wouldn't it have made more sense for you to code the virus immediately after you went off the grid? Bloom HQ turns out to be in Pawnee, which is where Raymond Kenny has been laying low. Kinda makes me wonder how Kenny managed to stay off the grid when Bloom itself has been a hop and a skip away.
You got trouble headed your way. Bloom knows where you are.
I think you're confused, amigo, because I clearly remember sending you in there to erase me from Bloom's radar.
Well, it worked, except the militia's coming for you.
If he is off the radar, then nobody should know where he is. Which proves my point that if Raymond Kenny really wanted to stay off the grid, he probably shouldn't have resided in the same town where Bloom HQ is.
Here, you want to do the honors? Wait a second, whoa. Hang on. For my portfolio.
That data can't leak, T-Bone. I'm trading it for my sister.
Except now we know that Damien's working another angle and has no problem handing you over to Bloom.
And you are?
This is Clara. Clara, this is T-Bone, otherwise known as the legendary Raymond Kenny.
Really?
You seriously didn't know what Raymond Kenny looked like, even though you gloated over him before we even got to this damn bunker?
Hang on.
No, hang on nothing. You better tell me what you're messed up in, all of it, or I ain't decrypting jack shit. Now, Damien and Bloom.
You don't need to worry about that.
I'll decide what I need to worry about, Aiden.
You listen to me. I want a name in that server.
Jesus, Aiden, for once can you stop being such a shit character and be honest? This man went out of his way to put his life on the line and help you decrypt these files. The least you could do is tell him the truth. An electronic door should not be able to unlock after a blackout. Oh, hello there, Iraq. I just ransacked through your entire fortress, even though you promised to up the security after Bedbug betrayed you.
Crispin? No, wait. Pierce, right?
Oh, that's a pretty big leap in logic. He never revealed that his name was Aiden Pierce, and you even say in a few moments that you don't even know who he is.
You took something far more valuable from me.
I took from you. Motherfucker, I don't even know you.
It was you. You were the other hacker in the Merlot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that supposed to be a big reveal? Wasn't surprising to me.
Kill that motherfucker!
Video game cliche number 17. A final boss can never defeat you on their own. They must have their minions to assist them. And yes, people, in case you were wondering, for all intents and purposes, Iraq is the final boss of this game. He is a boss in the sense that it took me 3 bombs to kill him. And final in the sense that the entire epilogue of the game should have started right here. But guess what? It doesn't. The game drags on for another hour and a half.
Hey, what's this? Is this off the server?
Oh, hell! Somebody's trying to hack in!
So much for the bunker being untraceable and unhackable. Well, it only took 36 hours, but we finally got a decent hacking minigame. Bootleg Dead Mouse Pyramid Head Abomination.
It wasn't too difficult to find them. 2 men. One's a hacker, the other a fixer, as far as I could tell. Never heard of them before.
I can't explain. I wanted to tell you.
Nice work. Names, please.
Are you planning to hurt them?
When has that ever bothered you? I trust the amount is satisfactory.
Oh no, Clara turns out to be a bitch who knew about the Merlot job. Hey, she did tell you not to trust her. Surprising plot twist is not so surprising after all. Any asshole who plasters the words Uber pwned on a screen automatically deserves a sin.
This time, we're gonna meet. In person.
Well, of course. Damien told you to bring it to him directly.
Now bring it to me. Directly.
Next time I see you, if you don't have my data, she's dead.
Damien exposes Aiden's name and face to the entire city, even though Aiden's name and face have already been exposed to the entire city. What makes this even more sinful is that now, and only now, will the police start chasing after you. And the citizens will call the cops on you regardless if you have a good reputation, which renders that entire mechanic completely fucking meaningless. Oh, and did I mention that the only way for you to disable a helicopter is if you're on foot? You know, since the stupid camera angle won't allow you to do so while you're driving?
Oh, and I found a 6-gig USB stick full of lesbian porn. You want that too?
Keep it.
Fucking faggot. Aiden uses the profiler to find default when he's literally DJing front and center. Watch Dogs does not have more hacking puzzles like this.
Yeah, I'll hack in under the radar. They'll never know I was there.
So much for that. So, after Aiden blows up this guy and Nikki shoots this guy, these guards who are clearly nearby are still oblivious to the noise that was just being made. Stupid AI.
Not to spoil the plans, but company's on the way. Chicago police just got a big tip on the vigilante.
Well, of course, you dumbass. You were the one who exposed him to the entire city. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, why the hell couldn't we deal with default before Aiden met up with Damien? That would have made this whole Damien arc much more cohesive.
You people know money like it was Rushmore. South Club, the pub, banging the bucks. Vice Roy's becoming who gives a fuck, Rossi, yes.
Hey, it's that dude rapping the same lyrics from earlier.
Yolanda said she's gonna call the police on you.
Blah, blah, blah.
Tell me you were set up. Tell me.
I found him. The man who hurt her. I know who it is.
No, you don't. The video you're looking for is still encrypted and you haven't gone through Iraq's blackmail files. It's okay. The story's having trouble wrapping up and you're getting ahead of the script.
We don't have anything to hide, do we? It's you, isn't it? You're the vigilante.
Congratulations, Nikki. You get a cookie.
It's complicated.
The 2 words that nobody should use to describe their current situation.
Remember when we were kids?
Skip!
Lucky Quinn. He's brought all of this on us. He's the ghost I've been chasing.
Oh no, the old decrepit dude who has proven to be a ruthless bastard throughout this game turns out to be the mastermind? Unbelievable! The slow, fragile Lucky Quinn manages to completely disappear from this level.
So many people trying to catch you, including myself. You've been more elusive than we anticipated.
So you've been looking for him this entire time, yet you didn't recognize him at the auction, even though you ordered the damn hit on him?
You don't even know why we attacked you. It was a mistake. We thought you wanted this.
Classic villain cliche number 5. Now that I've revealed myself to be evil, I'm going to explain all the details of my evil plan.
All of this. Lena's death.
Because you didn't want to lose a puppet.
I know, right? A whole 40-hour campaign just for this. Even I'm disappointed, and I don't even have any fucks to give.
Haven't you heard? I'm the vigilante. I clean up mess like you.
Clara is oblivious to all of these men taking up position, and in turn dies a pointless death. I am severely annoyed that the mission objective actually says race to save Clara, when in fact, no matter what the hell you do, she ends up dying anyway. Ubisoft thinks they're being clever by trying to be poetic by having Clara die on Lena's grave, symbolizing the 2 women that Aiden managed to get killed throughout this game.
Oh, but there's one thing I forgot to mention. You'll like this. I've unlocked CTOS. Completely. I am inside the system.
Damien has full access to CTOS despite never actually sealing the deal with Bloom. And if Bloom did seal the deal, why the hell would they give Damien full access to CTOS just to take down Aiden? That just makes him look even more guilty.
The whole network's tied to a satellite. Runs as kind of a safety valve to CTOS. I got a homemade virus. A real mean motherfucker. You gotta install it from 3 separate points.
Oh, video game cliche number 6 again. Destroy 3 of anything to progress to the next objective. Fuck you for putting this in this late in the game. Which brings me to this, and I can only speak for myself, but fuck this entire segment. Going from dawn to daytime in a matter of seconds. Apparently, a love tap is enough to get me exploded.
Aiden Pierce, wait. We are DedSec.
Ah, I almost forgot. DedSec, Bootleg Anonymous.
We will be the watchdogs.
Roll credits.
Why are you so damn stubborn? Quinn's dead. You got your sister back, and Clara? She stabbed you in the back. She helped kill your precious Lena. You know it's true.
Damien would be excellent at GamingSins. Suddenly, I'm getting Bioshock Infinite flashbacks. Damien the cripple managed to climb this lighthouse.
Play a beautiful game, but sometimes you still lose.
Something that could definitely be said about this game. Minus the beautiful part, of course.
Jesus, you guys talk a lot.
Jordy uses his teleportation skills once again.
What are you doing here?
Sorry, pal. New contract. Kick it over.
What?
Why are you surprised, Aiden? Jordy's not your friend. Plus, he did tell you earlier that there was a new contract on your head.
I thought you want to know. I've never seen a contract with more zeros on it than yours. They want you bad, pal.
Final actual bit of gameplay ends with a QuickTime event.
And me. Changed man. I don't look back anymore. I don't regret. I look forward. Everything is connected. And I'll use that to expose, to protect, and if necessary, to punish.
Really, game? Did you seriously decide at the last moment to treat this like a superhero origin story? You really expect me to sympathize with this colossal shitlord? As if he actually changed? This fucking guy, who has not learned anything of value, who has not paid for any of his crimes, who has constantly lied to his own family, who has hid the truth from his own allies, and who has used anybody he could just to gain a little bit of information, and you expect me to side with him? Fuck you. Fuck you 1,000 times over, game. Here's 300 cents for you, you delusional, closed-minded assholes. And to add insult to injury with a cherry on top, this stupid morality choice. As if that makes any difference at this point because Aiden's not going to be in Watch Dogs 2.
Carefully. When the lights go out, bad things tend to happen.